All righty, guys, welcome. My name is Brad Miller, and I have the pleasure of being one of the hosts tonight on this call. This is an Exploring Health Coaching call, and we do these every so often because as you probably have seen and you will hear a little bit about tonight, we change lives on a massive level on all areas of health. And what's great about that, just like anything that's good and natural in our life, when we're having these changes, people are noticing and we want to help other people. So if you're on the call tonight, you're probably wondering what coaching is all about. You're probably just like I was about 6 years ago when I watched my whole family totally transform. And I'm like, what's this thing that they're doing? And I was curious about how it would look for me and what my health journey would look like. So many of you guys are maybe just getting started on your journey. Maybe you guys have moved past just your weight loss goals and you're thriving in other areas. Wherever you're at, we want to welcome you tonight. And we're just really glad you're here. And another thing is community is huge in what we do. And this is just another step in community and your health journey. And by plugging in tonight, just hearing around the stories, you are like the 5 people you surround yourself with, which is another benefit of what we're going to be covering tonight of coaching. So with that being said, my name is Brad Miller. I'm really honored to get to cover the call tonight. I'm a certified health coach, and I've been doing this, like I said, for a little over 6 years. My wife, Ashley, and I are both health coaches. She'd be with us tonight, but she's watching the little monster that you see at the top right of your screen. And we just, you'll hear a lot of people's story tonight. And one thing we really like to say is that Take Shape for Life and coaching especially gives people options for your health in all areas that you want to cover, options for your life, what you want to revolve it around, and the people you want to lift up in your life. I've always been really passionate about seeing other people, thrive in their life. And my wife has the same purpose. She's taken many of those tests that kind of just, help you describe what it is you were put on this earth here to do or what you're naturally passionate of doing. And hers is awakening potential in others. So I just am really lucky and blessed that I get to do this around what matters most to me, which is my family and being active and having fun, but also this reinforces your health journey. My aunt became a health coach, and she's one of the people that inspired me. And she became a health coach just purely because she's like, I don't want to gain my weight back and I don't want to go backwards in my health. And I think helping others will help me do that. And I can say that's another benefit of my journey as well. I lost 30 pounds and I just continue to move forward in my health. And it's been a great thing for me and just seeing others thrive. So I could go over all the benefits of that, but I'm actually going to turn it over and not talk much about my story tonight. I'm going to talk about other people's stories. So that's what we're going to go over. And most of it's going to be stories. We'll have a little bit of info at the end about what that looks like, as well as a cool, incentive we're doing tonight. But just covering over what optimal health is. And, part of it is optimal health is coaching and helping others, because when you're a service to others, you're really doing it twice for yourself. And you're really just living life on another level. So we really revolve life around, healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. So whether you want this to be an option for, being at home with your kids, or leaving a career that's not, suiting you, or not serving others, or just not where you want to be, or just extra income while you help others around you who are asking what you do. There's all kinds of options, no wrong way to go about this. And we'll go over in some of those stories here tonight. So with that being said, I want to move into some of those stories. But before we even get there, just know that you're going to hear some stories and maybe some of them might not match up with you, but going more on just like the different options is Take Shape for Life is just, what I like to call it is we're just a non-conventional group of people, changing lives one person at a time and around us. We're not perfect. We're not trained professionals. We're just people that say, hey, I want to improve my health and I want to make the daily commitment to being consistent in my health and purpose in my life. We're health professionals, we're parents, entrepreneurs, medical professionals, full-time, part-time. You can see the different coaches here just on the screen to give kind of a few looks at just who might be the walk of life that might match for you that you can see, all the way from my grandparents on the bottom right of the screen to, young whippersnappers like me, or ex-Olympic, special Olympic athletes like Craig in the top right-hand corner, or Denise, or my aunt, or just health professionals. It doesn't matter where you're at. You have the opportunity, and this might be a fit for you. So with that being said, I'm just going to share some stories tonight, and I'm just going to turn it over to one of my really good friends, Dawn Chow, is going to share her story tonight and share a little bit of insight on how she became a health coach.
Hey, Brad. Thanks. One of the things, it's crazy that yes, we are incredibly good friends now. And 6 years ago, we didn't know each other. And so if I could even just share one thing is I couldn't imagine our lives, Brian and I's lives, without you and Ashley and Witten and your mom and dad and your grandparents and really your whole family in our world, because you guys have become like our family. So that's one thing. 6 years ago, Brad, thank you for deciding to pay this gift forward and follow in the footsteps of all of your family, because it gave me options. 6 years ago, I decided to start a health journey for myself because I really wanted to have a baby and we wanted to have a family. And so it gave me that option. I was able to lose 45 pounds, and you can see the picture of my husband and I, and that's our little girl, Natalie, there. It was one of the biggest blessings I could have, asked for. And along with it came my health, and really the ability to be consistent in my health and to share it with others. And becoming a coach was just that natural next step, because I'd been a nurse for about 10 years at that point in time. And it was always part of my heart to help others, but having the tools and the ability to do that were two different things. And one of the things was walking in my own health. And so this gave me Take Shape for Life, the community, the tools that I learned, the habits of health, partnering with you and Dr. Anderson and so many people across the country who were walking in their own health and simply helping the people around them. That gave us and our family so much. Really being able to help my dad, who was the first person who came to me and asked, do you think I could do what you're doing? That was a huge gift, to be able to take his hand and say, you know what? I am 2 weeks on my journey. I'm down about 6 pounds. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to go for it, Dad, because I cared so much about him that I wanted to be that person to simply cheer him on. And so that really was a ripple effect that then I was helping, before I knew it, my grandparents. I was helping a lot of the nurses at work. It rippled into our family. My husband came along and got healthy with me. And so now we literally have this life that I didn't even know was possible. And it's really centered around balance. And so our daughter, who's 4.5 now, is not going to know parents that work outside the home, because now this has given us the option and the ability to be with her. And it gave us our health back, but it also replaced my full-time nursing income, brought my husband home from a job at the hospital where he worked like 60 hours a week and was on call on the weekends. And so we were just able to celebrate. This is probably our 3rd Easter in a row where my husband hasn't been called in to the hospital to do something, and I haven't had to work as a nurse, because, the things at the hospital are 24 hours a day. And what we get to do as health coaches is we get to live full out with people. And I got to spend my day here at home celebrating with people from all across the country and hearing literally things that just made me cry with tears of joy, and we laughed and we just celebrated all day. So what this has meant in us is just really a life of purpose. It's brought so much more into our worlds as a couple and as a family, and getting to pay that forward to our good friends is just beyond a blessing. And my favorite quote is really one that Mark Twain said, there's 2 most important days of your life: when you're born and when you find out why. And I feel like I always knew I wanted to help people, but this has really given us the tools and the ability to help people. And it is beyond fun. So helping people gain health is one area of fun, and helping them really pay that forward and watching the transformations in their families is really special. So Brad, I'm really excited to introduce the next person to share her story, because she and I went to college together. And so I would love to bring Christy on to share a little bit about her story and her journey over just the last few months, because this is why I wake up every morning with a purpose and a passion to help and to share it with moms and families just like Christy. So, Christy, are you there, my dear? Let me see if we can unmute. Yeah.
Yep, I'm here. Oh my goodness, how do I follow you up, Dawn? Wow, thank you so much for sharing. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking time this evening to come on and listen and learn a little bit more about coaching. One of my favorite quotes, since we're talking about quotes, is, "Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans." So my journey started a little over a year ago. Like Dawn said, I reached out to her because I was just tired of waking up in pain. I have two daughters. One is 8 and one is now 2. But when I started the program, I suffered from huge sciatica, causing a lot of pain, discomfort. Just moving was not fun. So through Dawn and this amazing community of support, I managed to take off 105 pounds. I now jump out of bed, running. I'm ready to take on the day, and just loving life. So last summer, speaking of life, what happens. So I lost my weight. I had friends reaching out to me, and they obviously had noticed I looked just a little different, all the way from people asking me if I was pregnant because I was glowing to if I had cut my hair. And so finally they were just like, well, your clothes are also looking a little bigger, so we don't think you're pregnant. Anyway, so I just started helping my friends, and one of the most amazing things in doing this is the physical health. Like, in order to, I knew I didn't want to gain my weight back. I had, I just lost 105 pounds. So I decided, if I start helping some other people, obviously I've got to keep my health in check, because you can't lead others when you don't take care of you're not taking care of yourself. So becoming a health coach really helped me focus in on remembering to take care of myself first and take care of my health. And then in doing that, being able to serve and help others who mean a lot in my life. So through coaching, I've been able to help my husband, helped him come off diabetes medication. He's off his blood pressure medicine. I was able to help my sister from a life of medicine due to diabetes. So anyways, I've been able to help quite a few important people in my life, but that's also branched out to friends and then more friends. And one of my favorite things about coaching is meeting new people, having people reach out to people, link arms, and doing this as a team and seeing lives really transform through physical to body to mental and financial. So as a result of this, I have been a behavioral health counselor for about 15 years now, up until March 18th, when I was actually able to walk away from my job as a full-time behavioral health counselor to full-time certified health coach. So I get to do this now full-time. My first daughter, Nadia, when she was born, I was a single mom. So her first 2 years of life, I spent several hours working, trying to put food on the table, and didn't get to be with her a whole lot. And one of the really neat things is my second daughter, Billie Jean, who just turned 2, gets to have me home full time now, and gets to see me working from home and celebrating with clients and loving life. And both my daughters and my husband, we get to do this from everywhere and anywhere we choose. I just came back from San Diego, and we're going to Seattle next week, and wherever we go, we just live life on purpose, helping people in health and transform their lives. So I love this. Thank you.
I love it, Christy. So amazing. I mean, your story of health is so powerful, but also basically just how you live your life on purpose now. You were able to, you get to say, what do you want to do with your life? And it's all because you saw this, you want to pay it forward to people. I remember when you just paid it forward to your first 5 people. So it was great then. And I think it's pretty darn awesome now, but just living on purpose is incredible. So, I have a few more stories I want to get to, just to show some different examples. Another is my good friend, Antonio, down there in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's going to tell us a little about how he came into Take Shape for Life, what he changed with his health, and how he what he's enjoying about health coaching, his story. So, Antonio, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Tell him, buddy. Tell him.
Should I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. My name is Antonia. Welcome from Tracy, California. It's nice to see everybody here at the Zoom. Thank you, Brad, for asking me to speak about health coaching, because health coaching is really fun. There's so many things that I can say about health coaching, but what I really like the most is the accountability. Because once you become a health coach, you're not just going to be accountable for yourself or your family, but you're going to be helping a lot of people now. Helping a lot of people is so crazy, because if you want to be spreading health to America, you got to make sure that you're going to be top shape of your health as well. So it forces me to be mindful of what I'm doing, not just physically or or just eating, or but being a positive thinker, making sure it's going to be a good fit for me, and making sure that I'll be a good person for everybody. It's really, really good. I really like it. Another thing is the community of health coaches. I cannot even say any word to describe that, but the community is so awesome. All of them are very supportive. There's no negativity, actually, if you think about it. All of them are very positive, very encouraging, and I just love it. I've met so many friends within Take Shape for Life that I did not know that they will be my friend, and they are very close friends right now. So it's a very fun community. And if you're having fun, taking care of yourself, being healthy, being active, a lot of people will want to have what you have. So the ripple effect is really crazy. They wanna come in, they wanna join into your community. They get healthy, they get so positive reinforcement, and they're just having so much fun. And that's what I like about health coaching. Accountability, a lot of good support, and the ripple effect. And it's so much easy if you have a lot of people surrounding you. Thank you again, Brad, for letting me speak about health coaching.
Of course, man. I just love working with you. I remember when you guys came into our life and decided that you wanted to help some people, and you obviously changed your health. And basically, you guys, you have a job with quite a bit of freedom, more freedom than the average person. And Annie was able to come home from teaching, and now you guys it's work or play, or you don't know what's going on in between. But you can see the difference in your health, and you obviously have a passion to pay it forward to others. So congratulations, and thanks for sharing tonight your story. So it brings me to my last person that's going to share tonight before I cover just a little bit of information. And Susan, I was actually having a flashback as they were sharing their stories tonight. I remember when you came to an actual in-person meeting just like this, you're like, what's this health coaching thing? You had lost your weight and finished your weight loss goal. And, your health journey doesn't end at your weight loss. It just keeps going. And I think, coaching is an iteration of that. But I remember you sitting there, you were kind of the average person. You had 2 kids, you were working, and you probably didn't have any extra time. But you were like, people are asking me how I changed my life. So, how did you come to health coaching, and what's changed in your life, and how did it become a fit for you? I think that's what people want to hear tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm excited that you guys are all here tonight. And I think what really comes to mind is I remember being exactly where all 148 people were on this call. And I just think we come to a crossroads in our life where we're looking for something. Like, we know that there were maybe years where I know for myself, I had a lot of dreams and goals, and I just found myself in a place I kind of never thought I would be. I wasn't unhappy. I just was kind of stuck. And I think there was a lot of fear of doing something new, fear of what the next steps were. But I think I had more fear. I came to that crossroads where there was more fear of being in the exact same place as I was right then, 5 years from now. And maybe some of you guys feel that stirring inside of you of, things are good, but I want great. And maybe you've had an experience on this program that has really shifted and changed your life. And that's really what happened for me is I started to gain my confidence back, and I started to see the need of the people around me. It's funny how when you start to experience something for yourself, you see the cries of the people in your family and in your neighborhood and in your community of people that are looking for the exact same thing, and they just don't know how to get it. They don't know how to access it. They're maybe asking you, but the thing is you're the person that they're in relationship with. And so you may be saying, well, call this person, but they don't know that person. And you are the person where there's trust. And I will say that when I stepped up, and Brad, you're right, I did show up to a meeting like this. Okay, I have all these people. What is this? I don't have any time. And I just knew that they were looking for someone that they trusted. And I was the one in relationship with them. And the minute I took that next step, not only did it really elevate my own health, I was able to give breakthrough to so many other people in so many areas of health I didn't even know what I was fully looking for, but what this program has offered our family is something that I couldn't even put words to, because I really had stopped dreaming. So, and initially our goal was like, I wanted to bring my husband off of overtime because I never saw the guy. I mean, he was gone all the time, and that became a reality. And I think the one thing I would just encourage you guys all is, if you have that stirring and you're looking for a change in your life, and you are scared of being in the exact same place in a year from now and 5 years from now, well, then it's time to take a different path. And what do you have to lose? Other than you get to help some people and help people experience the same joy that you've experienced, or, just in humanity. I think our deepest desire is to be in relationship and in community with people. And so we have a big job to do. And Brad, I'm going to pass it back to you, but we have a big job to do, you guys. I think I wake up every day and I look around, and the need of what we have, the timing of just in our world right now for offering health and hope is like none other. And we need more people, just like the 148 people on this call, to help reach out to your communities and really make a difference. So, thanks for joining us. And I'm excited to see what's next and to hear their stories for sure. You're muted, Brad.
Yeah, the support that we talk about here just never ends. I'm going to wrap up here because we're just basically hitting the 20-minute mark, just basically on a little things about coaching. But yeah, we are growing like crazy right now. And, you might have resonated with a few different pieces of those stories that you heard here today. But I would boil it down to, if you have that little desire in your gut, just to say, man, I want more. I've always wanted more in my life. And there's a bunch of quotes I want to share right now that are just kind of like blaring across my mind. But I saw one quote yesterday. It was like, either you can build your dream or someone's going to hire you to build theirs. Or, what are you doing right now that's going to move you closer to where you want to be? And that was actually one thing that kind of helped me move towards coaching, and actually made me start my health journey, because where I was going and where my family had gone, I did not want to go that way. So I wanted to create a new route, a new way. It doesn't matter if you want to go 1,000,000 miles an hour and help 1,000,000 people or help 5 people. This is your path. So it's just basically helping people what you're already doing. We know people that need health. And if you're just eating the meal replacements right now, I want to encourage you, there's so much more than that, and tapping into more of this community and learning to grow in those 3 areas we talked about. You're showing people what to do, what you're already doing. Like Dawn mentioned, she helped her dad when she was just 2 weeks in. She's like, yeah, I can show you how to drink water and eat meals every 3 hours. And we do it as a team. So you don't do it alone. And if you get started, when you get started, we'll do this as a team, and we'll plug them into this community and show them a path, the people you want to help, how this works. And again, it reinforces you to focus on your health goals. So, what makes it so amazing is it's a comprehensive system. We're not a diet. We teach a lifestyle. Everyone has a personal health coach. One thing I'm really proud of is we're not a wholesale club. No one comes into our company because they want a discount on their food. They come in because they want to make a difference in people's lives and want to create a path for themselves. We are paid to support and coach our clients, and we show you how to do that really simply and easily. It does not take a lot of time. I remember my wife and I both had 60-hour-a-week jobs. I don't even know how we did that back then. And we just fit this in because, busy people get stuff done. So if you are busy, it's just easy to fit this in, and we have simple ways of doing it. There's no inventory, and there is no sales. This is just reaching out to show people what you are doing in your life. Plus, there's just the currency of goodwill and personal growth. That's one. If you were on our health huddle today, we covered personal growth, and man, that was something that I was not even accustomed to in my my job, my sphere of influence. And I'm so glad I'm just around people that desire to grow daily. And that's one thing. Another thing you get when you plug in and take the steps. So, and the real main thing is that real people trust real people. We don't have advertisements. We don't do advertisements. People want what we have and want to move forward in their health. So just by being bold and taking some of those clear steps that we do with coaching, and just the same way Susan, Don, Antonio, Christy, that we all got started, we can show you how to do the same thing here. So just wanted to cover a little bit of like what it would look like for your time. We set the course, you set the pace, but most people, at the very least, helping 5 clients in your first 30 days and getting what we call a client acquisition bonus, that's just $500 extra a month. And that can actually be huge in people's lives. That can be the difference between making it and not making it in your household and changing. And honestly, I didn't really go into the details of where I was at, but that was actually where we were at when we got started. Here, hold on. I got to mute someone real quick. someone has fishies for daddy. But also just moving forward on those steps. So after doing that, you can help a few more. If you know how to help 5, you can move forward. And this is in your second month, helping about 12 people. It's about $1,000 of income. And, you know, in your third month, basically, if you're making a commitment to doing this, going what we call executive director and making $2,000 to $3,000 is easily doable by your third or fourth month. But the sky's the limit. That's just where we get started. Again, we set the course, you set the pace. You can take a little or you can take a lot. It's really all you want to put into it. But there is a ripple effect that happens here. There's also leadership ranks that you can move forward to. And all this is all really real. And what I love about this isn't sales or anything like that. We'll show you how to basically just reach out and pay it forward to people. If you follow the steps and reach out to people and support them and plug them in, the sky is the limit. So getting started would be ordering your health coaching kit. It's $199. It covers everything you need for an entire year, your materials, your website. We'll set up a meet and greet with you. Everyone has personal support, so you get connected with your support team if you decide to get started, and we'll help you make a list of the first few people you want to help. Reach out to those people that are probably asking you about your journey and show you how to use social media and do those fun things to reach out to the people you want to help. So that's basically what paying forward looks like, some people that have done it and how it might possibly work for you. And basically tonight, we just want to say, will you join us? Does this make sense to you? Do you want to help others? And if so, we'd love to help you do that. And if not, if it's not for you at this time, people are probably wondering what you're doing. Refer them, pay that forward to other people. So we have a gift for you guys tonight. Literally, we've been growing like crazy as a company, and we have 150 plus people on the call right now. If you want to get started with coaching, April is generally a huge month for us. You know, we want to offer $100 off your coaching kit if this is a fit for you to get started tonight. So reach out, connect with the person that invited you here and ask them what it might look like for you to get started. You may already be ready to order your kit, or you want to know, like, hey, what does it look like? How do I do that? They'll answer those questions for you. And we're actually going to do one drawing because we love it when people pay it forward. We thought it'd be fun to have a scholar or an actual drawing tonight for a free, 100% free health coach kit besides just the $100 we're offering. So if this makes sense to you and you want to pay it forward, please, what you do there is drop a quick email to myself. It's optimalhealth247@gmail.com. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. If you email it to me tonight, we are going to do a drawing later tonight, and just let me know who your health coach is and why you want to become a health coach. And we'll do a drawing later tonight and announce the winner to the person that wins. So again, that's optimalhealth247@gmail.com. And we'll do the drawing tonight. Mention who your health coach is and why you want to become a health coach. And we will do the drawing tonight. So I want to thank all of you guys that tuned in. This is a Habit of Health on your journey. If this is the first Zoom you've tuned into, we do them all the time. At the very least, we do one every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And plugging in like people like this, hopefully you guys have been inspired. And this is just what our community is about, and plugging people into this. So with that being said, have a great Monday, everyone. Thank you all for who turned in, and let's go make it a great week.
Bye, everyone.